put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end now in motion. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Working that left side. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming, and they'll need 10 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost. On the move, it's Murphy. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Punt is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. They'll run it to the right. Nice move to keep running. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. He's into press territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Bunch formation for these receivers. He might want another play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Still looking, on the move. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll go to the air. Bag's got it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Lang. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. NC State going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Floats it out in space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Wants to throw. It's Lang. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That gets them back to within 10.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
guys. Looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Looking for a man. It's Lay. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Right back to the well. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
On the double.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Lane. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here today.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another 1st down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Trying to get it to the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Scanning the field, it's Lang. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
The Wolfpack lineup facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Give to the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Using his legs, it's Murphy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Dropping back, it's Lang. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They go to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fakes the catch. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
25, NC State, 10.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Let's go.
Rides to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets open down the middle. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Lang. He makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a pot.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. NC State quick to the line.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. NC State with the 1st and 10 here.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time he's got it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He wants to throw it again. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his target down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get the first through the air. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown, North Carolina State! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over TCU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Lang. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still are.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired.